Chelsey Green, tell us. We're Florida Supercon, Fantasy Super Cosplay Wrestling here in Fort Lauderdale, Broward County Convention Center, and you're making your FSCW debut. Trained pro wrestlers, top trained pro wrestlers like Chelsey Green, in cosplay. So tell us about your outfit and just about the outfit. It looks great.
Yeah, it's amazing, right? So I am Catwoman. If you can't tell, I think you need to watch some more movies. I'm Catwoman. I was originally supposed to be Harley Quinn, and I dyed my hair dark, so that wasn't going to work. So Catwoman it is. I'm happy. I love it.
Yeah, the outfit is great, and they have their own costume maker, which is really cool here with FSCW. Really doing lots. What do you think about this whole concept? And just Brian Cage is out there, Diamante, just so many talented people out there.
I think it's cool to see wrestlers do something different and taking out of their comfort zone as well, and that's what we're doing here. We're having fun with the fans, we're having fun ourselves backstage, and that's really important, and it brings a whole different energy to shows like this.
Who are some of your favorite superhero and or villains?
Well, I would say Harley Quinn has always been my favorite, and everybody knows that. I use a little like Harley Quinn. I'm inspired by her a little bit with some of my hot mess characters. But then like Catwoman is my girl, obviously.
Favorite cartoons for Chelsey Green, growing up or whenever? Yeah, I know. You just
favorite cartoon.
What comes to mind?
Well, I mean, I don't know if you guys have this in America, but we had Tintin in Canada, and that's a Canadian cartoon that was really big in the 90s, and now it's kind of, like, I don't know where it is. You guys don't have it in the States.
Did you play video games?
I never played video games. I played some Nintendo 64 back in the day, probably 1998 I was playing Nintendo 64, and then never touched a video game after that, I think until about, gosh, when Wii came out. And I didn't even play Wii, but my girlfriends did, so I sat and watched.
Be as that may, that you're not a video game player, how cool would it be, and maybe it has been, if Chelsey Green is in a video game?
Really cool. A lot of people do that, create your own character, and that's where they make me. And it's cool seeing everybody make different versions of me and the way that they kind of portray me. And I mean, that's just one of those goals. Everybody wants their own action figure and, you know, character in a video game and things like that. So that's crazy that it's happening.
Yeah, that's cool. Fans would do that too.
Yeah.
They would do that and all. And thinking off the top of my head with that though too, can you learn something from your fans when they do things like that about you as a character or in the ring and things like that, what they're looking and seeing and what you're trying to portray?
It's just what they perceive and understanding what they perceive or how you come off to them, and that can help you, whether it's in a positive or a negative way, you know? I always find that it helps me positively just to understand where my fans are coming from and how they view my characters, maybe in a different light that, you know, I didn't even know they viewed them in.
Yeah, it's different. You always get it when it's someone else giving their opinion or something like that. It is different. All right, Halloween time. And by the way, we're backstage, so you're going to hear a lot of banging and rumbling and all that kind of stuff and all as we go through this. I won't pan backstage because I don't know. I haven't been given full permission to do that part of it, but just the things you have to go through. I'm sorry, Chelsey. So honestly, I didn't tell him to come by during that time. All right, Halloween, Chelsey. We'll wrap this up. Halloween time. Did you have a favorite costume, either as you're nowadays or even when you were younger? Halloween
is one of my favorite holidays ever. I love dressing up. I always think that I have some of the best. I've been everything from a decapitated bride to a sexy Christina Aguilera. I think Christina Aguilera was the most underrated Halloween costume I had because nobody saw it. So I'm going to pull out something this year. I'm not going to tell anyone. I'm going to surprise people. But I think everyone's going to love it.
Are there any photos of Chelsey Green as a youth in Halloween costume?
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, so many bad ones. It's amazing. Dressed as a pumpkin, dressed as a bunny, and the ears kept flopping down in my face when I was about 3 years old, everything.
Will we ever see any of those in social media?
You might see some throwbacks this year.
Chelsey, have fun tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.